I wanted to know, thank you first and foremost for joining me on doing this. And Chantel, she's not here at the moment, but this is my thing. I'm back. This is my introduction. I wanted to do that. That's me and my thing. Hold on. Did they pay? Did they pay? Did they pay? They didn't pay? I'll take them down. Straight Mayweather in the situation. Hennessy, get at me.
Are we gonna do this?
Oh, fucking right, we're doing this right now. Hennessy, get at me. If they didn't pay, they're not on the table. My daughter paid for that.
Oh, wow.
No. Hello, world. That's my thing. That's my introduction. Man, we didn't know what we were doing. I didn't know what I wanted to do, right? I left this. I had a dope little ending with one of the biggest families in the community. But I felt like taking this to a different curve. Are we gonna touch on everything within our relationship? Yeah. Are we gonna go in depth of things? Yeah. We'll be transparent. We always are. And the dope thing about it is I ain't gonna speak for them, for Shalon or Chantel. They're gonna speak for themselves. We're gonna hit every topic. We're gonna have features on here at the round table. There will be another portion. You're gonna hear us talk about it, our perspective, our insight. We're gonna get others from the community. We're gonna get their insight on the topics, and we're gonna get this thing going. Also, we're gonna have plugins. I ain't talking about plugs, you know what I'm saying? But we want to support business owners out there. So if you're a poly business owner out there, wants to support, DM me. This is what we're here for. When I created the panel was there to help everybody in the community. We are all part of the panel, not selective. We're all here for the community. But there are some pillars in our community that can help others elevate. And that's what we're here for. The beautiful thing about this, now Shalon and Chantel has joined me into doing my show. And now you get to hear how we handle things. How we met challenges and how we overcame. So again, thank y'all for joining me. And we back. I know I'm back. We back. Fuck it, man. It's a good feeling. Today's topic is in the beginning. What is my topic again? In the beginning, there's poly. In the beginning, there was poly. I forgot why I titled it. Point blank is I'm just excited to be back. But in the poly beginning, that's the title. And with my discussion in the poly beginning is a basic question. Did we see ourselves being poly? Did we see our 17-year marriage at that point becoming poly, especially when we met our challenge? What would you say?
No.
Speaking to the mic, but literally speaking to the mic. This is not speaking into the mic. Girl, he's speaking in the mic later. No, no, that's dead ass. So, did you even know about poly?
No, I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand it fully at the beginning, but it was something that it seemed pretty cool to me at that point in time. So I was like, let's go with it.
Facts. I think it was something different. Well, at that point, it was I was in a situation where I didn't want to let no one go. So I'm like, oh shit, well, what am I doing? And then we did not know what it was, but then we went from there. It wasn't I'm gonna get that to a minute, but yeah, it was just something that we had to really dive into and research and gain more information about. I hate when people sit there and say, well, poly's your own experience, you'll learn whatever. Yeah, you are absolutely correct. You're gonna learn through, because you're dealing with us. Three are not gonna be the same three in a throuple situation that you're dealing with. My personality is probably going to be different from anybody in your relationship. Shalon, we're all going to be different individuals. So you can't really sit there and say, oh, what they're doing is going to work for us. You don't know. We're not y'all, and y'all ain't us. And that's already putting yourself into a failed position. But it's always good to get that information. I've always said on countless occasions in our interviews that I found the Ruffs. They helped me educate. Dev and Danny, they had information out there. They had great information for me to find more resources. And as I found more resources, it actually helped bring more of an understanding to my relationship. I will tell you that much. So at the end of the day, knowing that, it's good to go out there and gain the knowledge, gain the education. And right now, where we are as a community, there's so much information out there. You just got to Google the shit. My Johnny banging them in the head, a strong pillar in the community that's putting so much effort into her work to give you the knowledge that's necessary to actually have a successful relationship. Big shout out to her. There's just a lot of people from even my tribe, the Ruffs, putting content out. Shanice putting content out. They're both gonna join me a little bit later. And I got other members in there too that are actually coming together and actually creating spaces for other people to actually gain all this education and everything. So I'm saying that's just a great thing to have in our community. But no, it helped us. Like overall, I was going with it helped us because we did not know what poly was, what anything was like that. How would you sit there and say this? Do you think Polly, shut the fuck up. Do you think knowing we had issues, knowing we had problems, did find ourselves in the situation, do you think it helped us with our relationship?
I don't think it helped us with our relationship. It helped us understand each other better as grown individuals. Since we got together at such a young age, we knew each other from teenagers. So we knew what we were like as teenagers. We really didn't know what we were like as adult individuals that have matured.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question because you just went to the teenage thing, and I'll give you that because we didn't know each other as teenagers. But do you think our relationship had fizzled out, so this brought more excitement to our relationship to bring back the fizzle, the whatever?
No,
you gonna say no? I'm not okay. I wouldn't say about the fizz because we were having great sex. We were having great sex and good times, but there was this complication that brought a lot of argument into our relationship. It wasn't the sex, it wasn't the fun because we liked continuously having fun. And when you'll be at the bar, I'll still
being around each other.
I would still be at the bar and I'll still pull up on you like, hey, you've been here for a minute. I'll still try to do my little flirt thing. I'll give me Pac-Man fever, girl. Vodka, classic line. Don't ever know when to use that shit. You give me Pac-Man fever. But no, you're absolutely. I just think with the complications with our relationship, we didn't have the shit fizz out. There became a disconnection. Now, this is where it gets tricky because I'm not gonna sit there and say it didn't help the relationship or help us at all. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a man, so at the end of the day, yes, it brought some excitement as being a man. Like, oh shit, nigga, I remember when we got bent one time and we had I had woke up and I was in the bed with both y'all, and then everyone was ass naked, and I felt, when you're still kind of drunk and still kind of fucked up a little bit, and then it felt surreal, like, oh shit, I'm getting out of a bed and I'm seeing two women there, and I'm like, oh shit.
And take a moment and just take it all in.
Yeah, I had to take it. I was like, oh my god, like, nigga, what the fuck? This is crazy. But that was a new relationship, and that was just excitement off whatever. But it didn't bring the fizz back again. No, it didn't. I think it covered a lot. Like, we were just moving in motion of trying to get over everything that was caused. Because again, our story did not start perfect, and that's where I'm going with the next situation. Knowing that our poly journey did not start perfect, do you think it was the solution? Because it was infidelity that was causing when we started this relationship. And even though the infidelity was there was still issues underlying issues before the infidelity within our relationship that caused us stagnant. So from all those underlining and then me doing the infidelity, did you feel like going poly was the route to find the solution for a healthier, I won't say healthier, right? Because that would be bogus. But do you feel like it was the solution for all your problems within your relationship to take that route?
At the beginning, when we started all this, yes, because I was still living in, I guess, and as you say, in awe moment, or in that fairy tale new relationship energy moment.
Well, then see, that would be. I'm gonna let you finish.
Moving forward now, I would say no.
That because that's from the growth that you learn. But see, that's what I was saying with when I had woke up and I was like, oh shit, is this really going on? I wouldn't say it brought a spark or brought back the fizz, like it brought back the energy or whatever, because we were having a good time with. But at that moment, I think it was surreal because it was surreal and it kind of brought a little bit of excitement because it was a new experience. How would you say that? Would you say that?
Yeah.
It's not that it elevated the relationship to actually sit there and say, oh, we got the spark again. But it was like, oh shit, we're trying something different, because we try a lot of different things. And this was very different. This was like, okay, we're trying something different again. So not sitting there and saying that we found ourselves in the situation of infidelity to convert it over to try to being poly, and that was a solution. No, we tried things, we tried different things. At the end of the day, we did, but either way, we were masking a real big problem. At the end of the day, we never fixed or worked on our relationship. So I don't think it's the solution to find a balance within your relationship. Oh, you know what? I cheat a lot. So shit. What the fuck? We just need to have extra individuals in our relationship.
Do it like this, it'll make it peaceful. You'll know. She'll know.
She'll know. Everybody knows. Everybody cool. Fucking everybody, right? It's all good. No, but a situation like that could be ethical. So I don't want to knock nothing like that. It can be ethical, right? Because some people have open relationships with understandings that, okay, I go outside and I do whatever I do, and I come back home and we conduct ourselves still civil in the household with an understanding and balance and be ethical behind the situation that we agree on. So I don't want to knock that, but that wasn't us, right? And that wasn't our solution. And I think knowing our history and everything, that's where we found ourselves. We fell into this shit. It was an excitement, a new experience, and we were like, yo, fuck it. We were trying to cover over all our problems moving forward on it. And no, it didn't help. No. I know people are going to be like, see, I told you she probably stuck around because he was probably doing this and that and all that. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just say you're right. You're right. At the beginning, probably, yeah, you fuck, but it was all of us involved. We were all finding excitement, right? Like, fuck it. It was either leave, separate, lose the family, and then you continue and begin our new life, or try this new experience and see what gets played out. Boom. Option 2. We go see what's getting played out. Excitement in the beginning. Because we were vibing, we were chilling, partying, doing everything, and then the relationship actually settled in. And then when the relationship started settling in, the problems started coming up. Like, we didn't deal with closing the issue of the infidelity. We didn't deal with the issues before the infidelity of the problems there either. So they started peeking their head in. So everything started triggering. And then when everything started triggering, everything started fucking, what would be the word?
Like a domino effect.
Like a domino effect. I would say domino effect, but it just started trembling down. Like, it just started, like, everything started just coming down, right? So it was chaos, a lot of insecurities being projected, a lot of just anger, a lot of just misunderstandings, because we never healed and closed those chapters. So, it wasn't pretty. Yeah, at the beginning it was cute. But then eventually that cuteness dies out. And then eventually those situations of what the fuck are we doing comes in.
Start handling the real issues inside the relationship.
And I wouldn't even put in infidelity, right? Only just alone because we're speaking of our own thing. And later in the show, we're going to also bring on, where we have our roundtable portion, we're going to bring on, like I said, Shanice and Ruff to kind of tackle this down, because it's about people finding out that this is the solution for relationships having problems. And I fully disagree with that. But I think at the end of the day, there was a lot of healing we had to do. Until this day, like, there's still situations behind that we have to deal with. So I think the best thing I will always say from my perspective, right, just to kind of touch lightly on this, because I want to kind of keep this show under an hour, and we are going to touch on many more topics. This is just episode 1. Is work on yourself. Heal yourself, fix your relationship. If it's an infidelity situation or any type of problem or situation, before bringing another individual in. Do you think that was one thing that kind of helped us process everything that's been going on?
Doing our own self-healing and our own self-work. Absolutely. Because we spend so much time focusing on the other people in our relationships that we forget to focus on the things that we are neglecting within ourselves that are making the relationship not up to par. So you got to work on yourself first.
That's facts. Not only, I would say, okay, really there on working on yourself, regain the trust. Now, I love that we had this discussion the other day, me and Shalon, about trust, right? Trust, I could trust you financially. I could trust you with stability. I could trust you, fucking lead me through the airport to the right terminal correctly.
Trust you to watch my dog.
I can trust you to watch my dog. Can I trust you with my heart again? Can I trust that you will really protect me and make me feel secure within everything that I need to be secured in? That's a different trust. So when we sit there and say, well, I'm trying this, I'm trying that, we got to understand, what are we trying these things to do? What are we trying to affect them for? Are we trying to sit back to regain the trust because we got to trust them with our heart? And then again, at the end of the day, from the things that we did, you got to understand the work you're going to have to really redo again to gain that trust within the heart. No one's going to want to be vulnerable if I was vulnerable once with you before and you took advantage of me. So Hill, I don't think poly is the solution, because you can't fix or protect someone's heart and then show them that you could trust them with it while you have a whole other person trying to gain that trust and trying to build and gain their heart and trust and love at the end of the day. To me, it's not the solution. To me, it's do a lot of self-work, work on the relationship, work on y'all together. You know, if that's for the couple. Anybody coming in, work on yourself too to understand and gain the understanding of what you're looking for and, you know, what you want out of this poly journey. Do you want to kind of touch on anything, or you think I hit on the head?
That's good.
Hey, with that said, let me go ahead into this commercial break. We got the plug now, but we're going to touch into something real quick. Like I said, anybody interested in promoting anything, anybody wants to put some information out there, coaches want to do some advertising, DM me. This is what we're doing it for. But with that being said, let's kick into this commercial, and then we're bringing our guests on for the round table. Much love. Right. Hello, world. That's my thing. That's my introduction. And now today's Black poly business owner, we got Portah Tai, you know, from Date Squad. Yeah, I know what it is. And she's here to, present and show us her beautiful jewelry. I've been loving it. I mean, from the bracelets, the necklaces, the cufflinks, everything's been phenomenal, and so I wanted to bring her on to kind of show everything she got out there that you guys could go hit up on her website. What's the website again?
It's not up yet, but the Instagram is at Gemmy, and that's GEMMY_Jules with a Z.
I love it. And I love everything you've been having. I know you got a couple of things, merchandise on you, that you kind of want to show everybody during this episode. What do you got on you right now?
Yeah, so I created these cufflinks. And the reason why I did that is because we don't have a lot of, as poly people, we don't have a lot of jewelry or anything that really represents us. So I was like, why not? A lot of the guys were just like, nah, I mean, the poly stuff, we got hearts on them and it's too girly and we can't find stuff. Somebody actually mentioned cufflinks to me, a friend of mine, and she was like, we need some male accessories when I was thinking about what to do. So I was like, all right, cool. So I came up with some cufflinks. I designed them myself and had them made. So
those right there are phenomenal. I seen Alex at the Poly Gala rocking them.
Yeah, the Poly.
Yeah. It had the drip. I love it. I love the design, the overall look.
Yeah. So I mean, they're small enough for you to just put on your, on your cufflinks. And if you have a gala, if you come into Polypalooza next year, get them. Or anything that you just want to basically express yourself, it's perfect for expression. Like we have a lot of things that we can put on that, if our religion, anything, but why not be able to represent our lifestyle? And that's really why I really wanted to dive deep into this, because I wanted us to represent us. I wanted to have representation.
I love that.
And for the ladies, we also have these charm bracelets. I'm going to turn the camera again. I know you guys are familiar with Pandora, but these bracelets themselves, they actually have like the clasp. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get used to this camera.
Yes, I see it right there. Yeah.
Right. So the clasp is a infinity heart.
That is. And so this is a Poly Pandora bracelet.
Right.
That is. Oh, that's amazing.
Right. So we got these different charm bracelets. We have these different charms on the bracelets, and you can see the pictures on the website better. And for the ladies, we have one that says Queen. This one here. Let me see. Yeah, this one here is a crown. It says Queen on it. But yeah, like I said, I love to express myself with with my tattoos, or, a lot of women like to express themselves with their jewelry. You can put it on and it's representation. I know, a lot of people don't want to wear it straight across their, shirt, like our Poly Sexy Cool shirts. But this is something that's subtle that you can wear, and, you can wear it with pride and just say, hey, listen, this is me. And when people ask about, like, oh, what does this mean? What is this symbol? I'm seeing it all over the place. You can tell them. what it means.
Yes, great conversation starter, and the jewelry looks absolutely
Thank
phenomenal. I know you also got necklaces available too, a necklace charm.
Yes, we do have the necklace. I don't have with me, unfortunately. But we do have a necklace. They are 925 sterling silver, so they're not going to tarnish, and they come with cubic zirconium, not rhinestone, so they're not going to fall out or turn black or anything like that. If you go onto my Jemmy Jewels page, you'll actually see me wearing it. I wore it to an event we went to in February. We also have for the men who don't want to wear the hearts, so we have bracelets that come with the infinity sign on them.
That's dope. I like that.
Just fun. We have some that come in gold as well. So for the guys, we really wanted to represent the guys as well. Some guys just nah, the heart is too girly. So we got the infinity symbol just to keep it a little bit cleaner. You can wear it anywhere pretty much. Alex wears his to work. So you'll get yours when I see you.
Definitely excited because I love the last bracelet you made for me.
Yeah.
I also, for those that need to know, you also do got a variety outside of also poly. It just also I don't know what to call those bracelets. I know them as
absolutely the crystal bracelets that I have, the beaded bracelets. So you can represent different chakras. If you guys are spiritual or just into the gems themselves and the healing properties. I think I made you a hematite and obsidian bracelet. I think it was carnelian if I'm not mistaken. But I do have that as well, and we're gonna be adding to the inventory, adding to this, building the site, and doing all of that stuff, along with the Polysexy Cool merch that we have going, that I have with Chocolate Drop as well. So I'm busy.
I love it. What's the best way and best source people could find all your merchandise and also get contact with you? Would it be solely on Pretty Tie too? Could they contact you directly or just go through the Jemmy Jewels?
So to contact me directly, it would be best to go through Pretty Tie. I have that Instagram page up all the time. Jemmy Jewels, if you guys want custom pieces done, if you want a custom chakra necklace, waist beads, anything custom, you can always hit up the DMs there, and we'll get in touch with you in regards to the lead time or how long it's going to take. But yeah, either page. So it's at Jemmy_Jewels, and that's with a Z. So GEMMY _JEWELZ. I had to make sure I'm spelling it right. And then, or you can directly for me is at pretty _tie_ATL. And then of course follow my at Polysexy Cool page alongside Chocolate Drop. So yeah, you can find me pretty much all over the place.
I'm loving it. I love it. I thank you for everything that you're actually doing and giving us an opportunity to actually represent our love style the way we can, expressing it through jewels. We got jewelry now. We out there expressing. Yeah.
A whole bunch of stuff coming. I've been getting ideas from everybody. Oh, and I know somebody had asked me, and I just found this in the pile, about Alex's, he had something that closed up his suit at the gala.
Yes.
So these as well. So this you can wear. These are lapel pins. You can put them for ladies if you want to wear them up here. They're the infinity heart, and I'll turn the camera around. But fellas, if you got a suit and the buttons, you don't want to close it up, you can wear these as well. And I'll put them down so I can show you guys what they look like. So you guys can see. But
oh yeah.
I'm so proud of these. A lot of people have been asking for them. And again, it's just something, like I said, something subtle to represent our love style. And
a great way. That looks, yeah, I like that. I gotta thank you for your effort, your passion of actually doing this for the community. You know what I mean? Giving us a great way that we could express ourselves through jewelry and just fashion alone. You know what I mean? That's amazing. So again, send me all the information so I can make sure I post it correctly.
I will.
We can't wait for that website to get up and running, and thank you again for myself. I'm more sure everybody from the community, keep doing what you do, Thank
you for having me, and thank you for allowing myself to express this. Honestly, if it wasn't for, and then the panel, I got to shout out my, it wasn't for y'all keep me going every single day. Like, I remember sitting in the bed, like, what am I going to do? And I would shoot you guys ideas and you guys were bouncing back off me. So thank you. This community has definitely brought a lot to my life. So it's only fair that I pour back into it.
Hey, we love you for that. We love you. But I'll let you get back to your doing. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving the first commercial on the Portah House podcast. The first commercial. We doing it ourselves. We create our own shows over here. and our infomercials, our commercial supporters. Much love, man. Thanks and always love. Can't wait to see you this coming weekend. So this portion of the show we like to call the roundtable. It's keeping on the same topic that me, Shalon, and Chantel were discussing. Basically, in the beginning of poly, did we really find ourselves in the situation? How we found ourselves in the situation? Was it planned? Did it help our relationship? All those great endeavors that we actually come across before even knowing what the fuck poly was, like how we said, because we didn't plan poly, it just happened and we started learning about it. But here today on the roundtable session, I had two special guests with me in the building. We had Shanice in the building, and we had Eddie from Ruff Talk in the building, just to touch in on the subject, the topic at hand. So our discussion that me and Shalon were having was, just going back on our relationship. A lot of people nowadays with polyamory and also polygamy becoming a thing where people looking at relationships as something they could see themselves doing more than monogamy. How did you guys find yourself in this love style? I'll let ladies first. Shanice?
Not a problem. Okay, well, I found myself in this love style mainly. I've always wanted it because we did have the conversation beforehand, but it did not start off the best. It did not end the best either. However, I found that the knowledge that I learned from it and for myself as well as other individuals, and how not everyone is the same. And when you've been with someone for so long, you really do deal with them a certain way, and meeting somebody else, you're like, wow, like that person is really their own person. You have to really understand that. So you grow individually as well as with your partners. And that's my aspect from it.
Well, I like that. Eddie, how did you find yourself in was this planned? Was this really at the end of the day the overall goal when you thought relationships? You were like, Polly, this is the route?
Hell no. I didn't know nothing about this shit. So I can't even this shit started out just sexual. You know what I'm saying? Like we was just trying to do some new shit in the bedroom, and it was just purely sexual in the beginning. And I guess the more we got comfortable with it and the more we talked about it and realized that our needs was growing way beyond sex. Like we needed more than a sexual connection with these people that we was talking to. And it was actually I asked Kiera, she's the one that kicked the whole shit off, but I kind of came to her and was like, yo, I need more. Like, I can't just keep fucking with nothing behind it. Like, I need more. And it's evolved from there. Like, we are still evolving, even today. I think we've been doing this shit 4 years now, 4 or 5 years now. I don't fucking know. It's been a while, but we still, we're definitely not the same as we were in the very beginning.
Facts. And that's what I try to tell people on my end. Like, this was not nothing planned. Like, this was really, we found ourselves in this situation. Of course, my situation started from infidelity. Of course, not the perfect way or anything, but a lot of people are like feeling like, oh shit, if he did it, find it through infidelity, it's the answer.
Hell no, I would not suggest that whatsoever.
I suggest it.
No.
That's the last thing I suggest.
Never again. It will be truthful from the beginning, but you live and you learn at the end of the day. And hey, it's your life. And look at that. Look what you have built from this. It's amazing. So at the end of the day, you can't hate on it.
Yes, and it's been an amazing experience. And each day is a challenge. But with that, everybody's saying it wasn't really planned. It kind of just fell into my lap as I went through life. We go through the journey of life right at the end of the day. But also with that being said, with people feeling like the infidelity that I went through and our situation, how it played out, that it's a solution. So a lot of people are looking at polyamory or polygamy, because it is both two different things, as the solution to their problems within any type of relation, let alone if it's just infidelity.
My relationship instantly.
It's gonna fix my relationship instantly. That's the belief. What are y'all thoughts on that process, on that thought process?
I'm gonna take this one first.
I'll go. I thought it would fix my relationship instantly. Like, when we first got together, I was thinking, okay, cool. I blended both worlds. He's cool, he's straight. He says everything's kosher for him. it's going to be all sunshine and unicorns, and we're going to gallop off into the sunset and lay on fucking dollar bills for the rest of our lives. But it doesn't work out that way. It was really rocky. Like, it was getting to know someone new versus the partner that I was with. So it was like, okay, what the fuck did I get myself into? This is not how I imagined this shit. It's not going how I want to back out. Where's the stop button? But by then it's too late. You got feelings invested into it, and you just keep trying to figure out a solution to make it progress forward healthy.
Facts. You know, I don't know when y'all go next. Out that thought, what did y'all thought about, you know, this is a solution to fix problems within the relationship? Don't everybody go at once.
Go ahead, Shanice. Go ahead.
Not a problem. So mine did start with infidelity as well. That's why when I saw you guys, I was like, Alex, let me speak to your wife. Like, I need to hear her point of view. Like, at the end of the day, I don't feel like everybody has to start from infidelity, but because mine did, I connected to your story so much and how you guys made it work and everything like that. And at the end of the day, we are all going through our own journey. And just like you guys showing your good, you guys showing your bad as well. And that's what pulled me to your story, is that it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows. And you guys are going through your shit. And it's just like, everybody goes through their shit. And when I looked at it and I was like, all right, I'm blending it. We're coming together. I let everybody know I need truth from here on out. That's it. Like, I can't have no extra shit. Sorry about that. I'm going to do that. Boom. Okay, am I back? Yes. All right, sorry about that. So yes, I was like, you can't have no extra shit, no, none of that. I have to have truth from here on out. And honestly, I feel like if it was like that, it might have been able to work. And I understand that you can't always keep truth because you want to like not hurt people's feelings, things like that. But if you give truth from the beginning of wherever the point is, it gives that person the choice to say, you know what, I don't want this, or you know what, I do want this. And it doesn't take away their act of what they really want, because if they knew the truth, they just might not want that. So yeah, that's my point of view.
I love that.
I feel like, and I say this shit all the time, like, this shit, just like a baby, will not save your relationship. If anything, it's going to test the fuck out of your relationship, because it's going to bring everything to the surface. Every insecurity that you may have had and you push to the back of your mind, every ego trip, every blow to your pride, like all of that shit, this shit is going, if it hasn't done anything, being poly has allowed me to evolve mentally and spiritually, because of the shit that I had to go through in order for it to be a success. Like, I really had to work on me for myself, not for my relationships, because now Kiara and I, we date solo. So, you know, we don't do triads and all that other shit. So here I am. I have two different women that I have to get to know at two different times. You know what I'm saying? And I can't love this new one the same way that I can love Kiara. And you know what I'm saying? It's damn sure not gonna make this shit better. It's not gonna make this shit better unless that's, you know, you gotta put in the work, because it did make my relationship better after we went through the bullshit. But we didn't come into it riding on a fucking rainbow with the pot of gold and then the shit turned into shit. No, it was shitty in the beginning and it's still kind of shitty now, but I can see the rainbow. You know what I'm saying?
You're working towards a brighter future. There you go.
Facts. And that's what I take it as, man. Even when the situation came and I was like, oh shit, you know, we're not leaving each other. We're gonna go ahead and convert it, right? I was like, man, fuck, I am not gonna lie. When the whole infidelity situation had happened, I'm like, it was crazy. Of course, we fighting every day. So many issues, so many problems, right? But when everybody agreed that, yo, we're gonna still focus on making it work moving forward, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, that's amazing. So let's try this. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. So I'm hoping into this shit, but then the fight started. The insecurity started. The damage that I had caused within the relationship for all the deceit started peeking its head. So no matter what the situation was or how things played out, it still caused an issue because we never healed from what I did. So it didn't fix our relationship. If the individuals we were, go ahead, you grab her. You might as well just join the show.
I mean,
You know what I mean? This one you can't get that out. So I felt like I was dropping jewels. Shit. But nah, I mean, we're gonna keep this rolling. Got the special guest. Out of all that, this came out.
Yes, come back.
No, but
this shit just makes it relatable, bro. This is your reality. You know
and this is real life.
But yeah, but to my point that I was saying was it was a lot of problems. Like there was nothing even from her coming into the relationship, into the household, her being open to the idea. There was still things that we had to heal all together because I was deceitful. So, you know what I mean? She carried those wounds and, you know, everything was still there on her back. Her loyalty stuck to me off the beginning of the relationship, even though we were coming together. There was still tension. There was still problems. And so it did not fix our relationship. It brought another challenge to it. I mean, whatever we could call it, but those were still things that we had to sit down and really hash out. Until this day, we still have certain problems. We still have certain issues that we still have to discuss to actually move forward correctly. And I think when people look at that, that might be the solution. They need to realize the solution is really working on yourself, work on your relationship before you place yourself in a situation that you're going to have to figure this person out, give to this individual, work things out with this new person and relearn your partner through this process. You know, it's going to be a lot of things that I don't think that using polyamory or any type of poly, to fix your relationship is going to help.
That's my issue.
Go ahead, Ryan.
That's my issue with social media poly, is because there's only one image that is portrayed that's supposed to fit everybody's dynamic. And people that are coming into this shit don't know that, yes, you may want to love polyamorously, but how what does that look like for you? Like, is it gonna be solo poly? It's like it's more than just a nigga with two women. That's all you see is a nigga with two women or multiple women and kingdom building and motherfuckers having babies and shit. Like, that ain't everybody's dynamic. But that's all you see on fucking social media. So when folks come into this shit like, oh damn, you had to do a lot of work. Like, yeah, nigga, it's relationships. It's multiple relationships. Like, I had to learn a certain level of emotional maturity in order for this shit to work. It's crazy the way that some people view poly as a cure for sex, a cure for fucking your relationship, a cure for finances, a cure. But if you bring in multiple people in that shit that ain't got they shit together, y'all just combining bullshit.
Exactly.
Man, exactly. Yes.
Exactly. And bullshit on bullshit, nothing more than bullshit.
Bullshit. That's facts. That's facts. But now that you came back to the discussion, right?
That's like I never left.
That's like you never left. You never put it out. But no, your thoughts of you beginning to be poly. Were you planning this? Were you seeing this for yourself?
Not at all. I did not plan this at all. I was really at a point in life where I was going with the flow. And I flowed right into poly. Yeah, I was literally at a place in my life. It wasn't that I didn't care. I explained it perfectly. Just going with the flow. I met Alex, and shit, he flowed with me too. So it was a cool little vibe. And then I ended up meeting Shalon. But of course, I'm skipping over a whole lot of everything because we already know that.
You touched on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We already know that. So, when I met Shalon,
shit, she flowed too. So it was just like, man, this is a vibe. Like, all right, let's hang, let's chill, like let's learn each other. So that was the honeymoon stages of it all. Like just
new
trying,
relationship energy.
yes, new relationship
energy.
Everything was so positive. Everybody, let's be friends and let's be together forever.
This is love. This is love. Go together. We're all go together. I'm telling you, like that was the because we didn't really resolve our issues. We were just going.
Yes.
Like literally day one. If y'all go back to our interviews, it's day when we talk about it. Like we went out of town, we went gambling, we went partying, and then after that, every weekend it was partying. We out here wilding, we doing this, and we was loving the vibe and the energy. But then when the new relationship energy faded out, and we had to resolve these issues, it became, of course, baby.
Yes, you go ahead.
It became. You put 3 ice cubes in a cup. What are you talking about here now? No, because you gave me 2, and I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, boom! You slept on that side longer than you slept on this side. What the fuck? Like, what are we talking about? Like, because and really, even though it sounds minor, it was rooted from other things that other things that we did not work on, we did not heal on. So no, to me, going into my next question, because the next question that you were gone was, do you think, not even just because of infidelity, just how people, especially Ruff has said on social media, they're finding that polyamory or poly in general is the solution to relationship problems, relationship issues? Do you believe it's the solve, it's the route to go, it's gonna fix the relationship?
I feel like it masks the relationship, it masks the problems that are in the relationship. And pretty much we explained it all because that's exactly what happened on our end. It was all masked with happy feelings and good times and new people, so new energy, new vibes. So you forget about all the bullshit that you actually have to deal with. And then speaking for a person coming in, I forgot about all the bullshit that I had to deal with myself coming into something new. I pushed all of that shit to the back. I was like, man, this is scratch that, whatever the fuck happened, scratch that. If we finna move forward, it's peaceful. That didn't work. We just gonna keep going. And it actually, when you go up against walls, and basically the walls that you're going up against, they're yourself. You're going up against the walls and you looking like, man, I can't get through this wall because you have not dealt with self. You haven't handled the shit that you needed to go through, but you put yourself in more things that takes away from your energy and takes away from the time that you need to work on you. You're patient, of course, because you're watching other people go through things and then you feeling some way because, of course, some things have something to do with you, then some doesn't. So it really takes a toll, I could say that much. As far as the poly situations go, it does take a toll. It's not for the weak. I can tell you that. At all.
At all. And I think throughout today's topic, that's what I wanted people to take away. It's mainly that it's not going to be a solution, and most times you won't plan that, this is the route where you see your relationship going. At the end of the day, no one really, ourselves, most definitely we didn't plan that we're going to live poly life, a poly lifestyle 20 years, 17 years into the relationship. Hey, we're just going to add somebody. But we're here now seeing the differences and seeing the big takeaway. Our family is extraordinary. It's a different family, different type of vibe, different type of energy. And at the end of the day, even being a part of this community, I would have never got to meet individuals like you guys.
Definitely. That is so true. And you guys are absolutely amazing.
Y'all are too.
Y'all niggas all right. Yeah.
But it's for the community, right? How dope the community is all together, right? It's not even to have those romantic relationships, even platonic at the end of the day, being a tribe. Where else do you get that with an understanding being monogamous? We try to find the support, being monogamous, having that mindset, taking these troubling times on ourselves, by ourselves, like no one's going to understand us. And in this community, because no one understands us, it still brings us together to understand each other and help each other. The craziness, right?
Right.
So, I love that it was said social media is really driving everybody to believe this is the solution when it's not. We have to work on ourselves at the end of the day. You know, even if you didn't see yourself being poly, understand it, because you might find yourself fit. It might be fitting for your life if you find yourself within that situation. But overall, you know what I mean? I love the experience, so I'm never going to downplay it. I just think people need to really dive in and really find and discover themselves first, learn themselves before putting themselves in any situation like this. But I don't know if y'all want to do some last words, touch on something.
I loved it tonight. It was a great show. First of all, knowledge of self is the most important part, and understanding and knowing you're able to face the everyday life a lot easier because you're okay with you and you know you. But when you don't know you, that's when you kind of sway and go back and forth, and that's not where it's at. Thank you for tonight. It was great.
I think I'll just say to anybody that's even thinking about being poly that's gonna watch this, this is real shit. Like these are real relationships and real emotions, and motherfuckers got real problems with each other, real beef, all of that shit. Like this shit is real. It's real life. And this shit is not for the weak. This is not a fucking lollipop, none of that shit. Like this shit is constant work. Regardless of how long you in it, it's constant work. So before you get into this, you need to have an honest conversation with yourself first. Like for real with yourself. Cause you know, it's niggas out there that will want to go into this operating OPP, and then his chick is like, I don't want this no more. And then you're gonna start asking yourself questions, and insecurities is gonna pop up. We see this shit every day. So be honest with what it is that you fucking want. Your lady need to be honest with what it is that she fucking want, and y'all clearly define what your poly is.
That part. That part right there. You let them know. No, no, most definitely. And this is the purpose of the show. Even though we're going through, each episode is going to be us touching on our own personal life. Y'all coming back most definitely again, because all that you just discussed, a lot of those terms, people don't know those terms. We're going to dive into everything as, coming on this as the panel. This is what we're here for, you know what I mean? To just have these conversations, hit these topics that no one's really educated or letting people know about, and hearing it from the perspective of actual people living this lifestyle. You know what I mean? Pulling the wool over off everybody's eyes. Let's get this shit straight. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it, but let's get this honesty and clarity out there. So I really do appreciate you guys coming on tonight. Now, first show in, trying it out. You know what I mean? We doing something new, a new vibe. Every Sunday, we dropping a show. We doing things. You guys got big things coming out too. I know you got your show too, Shanice, right?
Yes, Feminine Energy with them. I'm getting back on it. As I have said in the thing, my dynamic, we just ended everything, and I'm going through my own shit. So I had to take a step back and focus on self, because you do have to take care of yourself first. But I have sex toys coming out that's already online. I have coaching out that is there. So all links will be there. Check me out. And yeah, I'm ready.
Definitely. Dropping the links in the box down low so y'all can check it out. And the Ruffs, they got stuff coming out too. Content on deck. What you got coming?
I ain't gonna say too much, but just know we got something for real on this way. Y'all know about it, but don't nobody else know about the shit, so we just gonna keep it on hush.
I got YouTube time.
Yeah, but definitely make sure that you get in on the ground floor. So watch our YouTube, check in on the podcast, all of that shit, and like you said, we'll drop the links.
Yeah, my YouTube be there too.
Definitely dropping the link. A lot of these coming out from everybody just from our tribe. Shout out to the whole panel, you know what I mean, doing their thing individually and also collectively together. And just keep on the lookout. We're here to support every content creator in the poly community, every Black business owner that's poly in the community that just needs the assistance. We're just trying to be here, the catalyst to help support and connect the community. That's the overall goal. We want to see everybody win. And I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight and making this first episode possible and hitting the topic, dropping some jewels. That right there was nothing but love, man. But until next time, you know what I mean? Much love, respect, and I'll see y'all.
All right, man. Peace.
Good night.
Hello, world. That's my thing. That's my introduction. Yo, big shout out for Shanice and Eddie from Rough Talk for joining us tonight. Major love to Chantel and Shalon for joining me also and going on this new journey of trying out, we're doing this together. The podcast, welcome to the Portah House Blueprint, right? Major shout out to Purdy Tai Tai. Make sure y'all tap in with her jewelry. She's been doing it. She's passionate about it. It's great to see people passionate and driven and pushing poly, merchandise out there. And to any Black poly business owners, make sure you tap in. Poly content creators, make sure you tap in. Poly coaches, mentors, make sure you tap in. Come join us, man. Come meet us at the round table. Run that back. It's a V, right? Come meet me at the V table, man. Come sit with the Porters. Let's talk poly. And on that note, watch out for episode 2 next Sunday. Now we got wonderful, outstanding relationship coaches themselves coming here to just drop a little jewels and their information for those that may need some mentorship or coaching to have a healthy relationship. Thank y'all for tuning in and catch y'all on the next show. Hello, world. That's my thing. That's my introduction. Got another edition you probably should know. And I have a wonderful family that's joining me today that has a lot of information, great coaches out there, helping a lot of poly families out there to get the information that's needed right to them directly. They have everything under for the YouTube, Facebook, Outstanding Personal Relationships. They also have an Instagram. If you Google everything, you'll see all their information come up, and they are a great source of information that's in the poly community. I love this family. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
I'm Coach Nadir.
I'm Coach Nyla.
And I'm Coach Fatima.
Yes. And thank you guys. Thank you guys for all that you do. I know you guys go live. I know y'all are joining me right now. Y'all got something coming out right after this. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time and effort for this. I kind of want to give people a little bit of background of what your poly structure is. What do you guys identify as?
Okay, well, basically, we just practice what's called just polygyny. Pure polygyny, meaning a man having multiple wives. Coach Fatima and I have been married over 26 years, and Coach Nyla and I over 11 years. So they're monogamously married to me, so to speak, meaning that I have a relationship with both of them. That's it. There's no, she's not married to her, that type of thing. So we practice traditional, normal polygyny, which has been around since ancient times.
I love that. Yes, because that's a true form of polygyny, and I love that. With that being said, talking on the relationship source, saying that they are monogamous to you, what do the beautiful women identify as? Are you guys co-wives, sister wives?
We say co-wives.
We say co-wives, but all sister wives or co-wives don't. But we do, and we encourage it. We actually encourage it. I do. I encourage co-wives to call each other co-wives.
Yes, that's my co-wife, my Coco.
My Coco. I love that. That might be the hashtag. No, I love that. No, I love that because
and if you don't talk to your co-wife, you say he's Coco. I heard that one too.
and they sisters, in faith as well, and also they sisters. So yeah, they're sisters.
I love that. It just, it's important that we understand how everything is ran and structured in the community, especially what we're trying to identify as. And I love, man, the Coco thing. I love that. I'm gonna make that a hashtag. I'll give y'all's credit. Is there any in your home? Is there any like structured roles? Does one person take one thing on, or is it kind of free flowing?
Well, what we do, we have a big family. Again, polygyny is really focused on family building. All right, that's the form of poly where the family really, really builds. So out of the 3 of us have come 12 children. Okay, so I have 10 biological children. Coach Fatima and I have 7. Coach Nyla and I have 3. And then we have 2 bonus children. So that's 12 children. We're not all in the same house. I mean, maybe at 10,000 square feet or so, we might be in different areas or wings, but we're in close vicinity within half a mile of each other with 2 separate households. And the queens pretty much establish and run the households like however they wish. You know what I'm saying? So y'all could, we'll talk about that, any structured roles and stuff like that. Yes.
Well, not really structured roles besides us being mom or Umi or
right.
whatever, where they know that the kids got to understand It got to go through us. It got to go through the parents. But besides that, when it comes to discipline or learning things or anything like that, our children are homeschooled. We work together on that. We get together at least once a week for family meetings and pretty much let each other know what's going on. So yeah, and we definitely have access to each other 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We call each other, we text each other. It doesn't matter. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We're not strangers to each other. So, and that's important. We all have that goal in common so that our babies know that this is our family and they don't feel alienated. The world, I don't care about the world feeling a way about polygyny. I care about how the children and how we feel within our family. If we feel safe, if we feel comfortable, and there's no awkwardness. So that's just the goal of three of us have that goal.
Yeah, I love that. No, I'm with you. You know, I'm with y'all on that one. I'm big on family. I'm big on community with everything like that. And that's how we kind of run. Well, we live in the same household, but that's how everything is. We don't want no child to feel any. These are both mothers. I'm father. You know what I mean? We are family overall. So I love that you guys broke that down. Well, definitely. Now, for those that may be interested, right? You know, because nowadays, every form of polyamory, polygyny, polyandry, all those are becoming a very big thing and people are opening their minds to it. What's one thing you would say to people that's coming into the polygynous lifestyle, the polygyny lifestyle?
I think the biggest thing I learned personally was that everything was not going to be figured out in one day. I think a lot of times people want these quick results and they want success in one day and they want us to hurry up and tell them what it is so they can do it. And it just doesn't work that way. So it took years, it took a lot of personal development and just a lot of growth and seeing like this big picture together to get there. So don't rush each other, you know, that's everybody. So I know I speak from a place of this initial wife privilege that I have not placed on myself, but society has kind of placed on us. And I love to tell initial wives, look, don't look for perfection because you're not going to get it. These are people, you know, so don't judge so harshly because you wouldn't want somebody to do that to you, whether it's your husband, your co-wife, your children, whoever it is.
Thanks.
One of my things is whether you want to look at it this way or not, y'all family. Y'all connected. Y'all connected through the husband, y'all connected. So when it comes down to it, it's like, you know, how do you treat family? Do you want your family to win or do you want your family to lose? Do you want your family to crumble? So when you have that winner mindset as a family, like we a team, we're team Al Mujahid. That's just how that goes. So when it comes down to it, we work as a team. Teams win together. You know, it's not one person that's going to do this one thing and then this is okay. Like this house is, this is what this house is and this is what this house does. And it's just going to be the way it is. If you want it to win, if you want to be outstanding, like we talk about people being outstanding, and Coach out there, he talks about not being average, because average is just nothing but the bottom of the top or the top of the bottom.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be just an average family. You know, you want to make sure that you're looking to win as a family. And if you're looking to win as a family, you need to see each other as that and see each other as a team. So when you come into, whether you're coming into it or whether you've been in it for a while, it's about your mindset when it all comes down to it. So you have that right mindset, you have that winning mindset. Problems will come, challenges will come because that's life. But once you have that winning mindset, the answers and the solutions are going to come to you.
I love that. Yeah.
What I would say is kind of piggybacking off both of them would be, one, don't compare your chapter 1, if you're just coming into it, to our chapter 11. We had to get here. So our chapter 11 doesn't look like our chapter 2 or 3. All right. And like any good story, it's going to be ups and downs, tragedy, triumphs, and all of that. So just understand not to compare where we are now, for example, to where we began. But I would specifically let women know not to put a crown on a clown and expect a king. As one of my favorite artists, and Toby in Weegway says, don't put a crown on a clown and expect a king. And I'll also let the brothers know you got to be more than twice the man. So leadership is everything when it comes here.
Yeah. That facts, all that. I second that, stand on that. Man, that right there. Oh man, yeah, that's what we needed. And everybody needed to hear that. That just goes, and that's in the whole community. Everybody needed to hear that. Man, y'all dropped some jewels right there. But no, because this is just also, like I said, just something for the community to touch on, attach to, and learn from. So with that being said, where is the best place everybody could get your content at? And also, where can they contact you in case they have questions and want more information?
Excellent. Outstandingpersonalrelationships.com is our website. We have a lot of free information here. Of course, our YouTube channel, 100 hours of info. If they want to contact us, either go to the site or email us at support@outstandingpersonalrelationships.com. And we go live on a weekly basis. So we have a number of different courses, programs, coaching, and everything else, because polygyny doesn't get its fair share airplay. Somebody thinks of marriage, you don't think of monogamy. And if it's not an option, then you're going to not allow men to become more in order to be the leaders they need to be for society and create stable families that are winning, versus a lot of other stuff and shady things that go on that really is against our nature. So, prayerfully, outstandingpersonalrelationships.com is where you find us.
Dad, thank you guys so much, man. I really appreciate you guys taking the time, dropping a little information out there, helping me kind of bring the community together. Like, I keep doing what you guys are doing. Y'all are a powerful force, and I love the jewels. Just off today, imagine you guys follow them, get with them. Imagine what they're gonna be dropping all the time. I love it. Nothing but support, brother. Nothing but support, family, all in general. Anytime y'all need me, tap in. Let me know.
Awesome. We got you, bro. We appreciate you, man.
Hey, thank you so much.
Peace.
Is infidelity, right? We already know what infidelity is. We were talking about it earlier. Put a little bit of the insight in it. Hey, I did it. I know it. It's been out there. I learned from it, and I'm not being held a prisoner of my past. People change, things change, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to show that I could change at the end of the day. So much appreciation. But how do you identify infidelity in the poly realm? How do we know what it is? And also I wanted to touch on the importance of boundaries. Do we understand them? Why are they placed there for? You know what I mean? How do people feel about it?
It was the fact of how long you lied. You motherfucker. You lied for a long ass time. That's what be pissing me off, is you lied too long. Like, damn, you lied.
You lied too long.
You lied too long.
I mean, okay.